boy Yahusha. Shalom, shalom. All esteem to Abba Yahuwah. We thank him once more for another beautiful day that he has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Barak Yahuwah. Alright, so as you can see, what do we have here? Abinu Palal. Yep. This is our father's Palal in the Abri tongue. I've already transliterated and translated so that it's easier for you to understand. When you can understand this, then the picture will be a lot more easier because you will know what you're saying, what you're looking at. Alright, so this is why we're doing it first. Barak Yahuwah. So, with all the words, some have imaginary A's, meaning these A's, they only give you the sound. They only give you the sound. Some A's are actually there like this. Boa, this A is an Aleph. So for some of the A's, as you can see right here, this A is actually here. It's an Ayin. Here's another Ayin for Asha, but this is not the one for wife. This is the one for be done. So we'll get through it. Alright? So the first line, or the first two lines, is Abinu. Abinu means our father. Ab or Abba means father. With the Yod and the Nun and the Wa on it, it makes it our father. Ba, this is the bait by itself. So this is an imaginary A. Ba, or the bait by itself, means in. It also means families. But in this case, it means in. So Abinu, Ba, Shamayim. You already know what Shamayim means. So our Father in heaven. Next line. Kadash. Kadash means separated or called out. Not S-E-T. S-E-T is the name of a mighty one. So we gotta learn to stop saying that and start saying this. Separated or called out. So, Abinu, Kadash, Ki. The Kaf and the Yod means is. In some instance, it can be as, depending on the context of your sentence. But in this case, it is. So Kadash, Ki, Sham means name. The Kaf by itself, this is the imaginary A. The Kaf on the end of this word, Sham, makes it your. So Kadash, Ki, Sham, Ka. Separated, or you can say called out, is your name. In the English, the KJV, they will say hallowed be your name. But this is separated or called out is your name. So Abinu, Ba Shamayim, Kadash, Ki, Sham, Ka. Moving on to the next line. So our Father in heaven, separated is your name. Next two lines. Malak. Malak means king. Malakut means kingdom. With the kaf and on the end again, just like this kaf, the K makes it your again. So Malakutka, you can say Malakutka, or you can say Malakutka. Whichever you prefer, feel comfortable to say. So I like to say most of the times Malakutka, because it's easier for me to say it. But properly it would be Malakutka. So you're saying your kingdom, Boa, come. So Malakutka or Malakutka, your kingdom come. Whose will is being done? Yah's will is being done. So Yah, Ra, Uka. Yah, Ra, Uka. Ra'u means will. But the kaf on the end again makes it your. Ra'uka, your will. Ya, your will. Asha, be done, or you can say be accomplished. Remember, this is not the Asha for wife, this is the Asha for this. The Asha for wife would start with an Aleph, not an Ayin. Even though in English it may look the same or sound the same, in Picto it's not the same. In Abrit it's not the same. So that's the thing. A lot of words will sound similar and look similar in the English, but when you look at it in the Picto with the Aleph or the Ayin, it does not look the same. You may find a few words that may sound like a mighty one name, but remember again, it is not. It's just the way how they made it sound. They're trying to, mess us up. So, a lot of these words will sound similar and look similar in English when you transliterate it. In the English, it will look similar, it will sound similar, but in the Picto and the Paleo, even the modern, it will not be similar. So, Bua, Malakutka Bua, Ya Ra'uka Asha. Next line. Al with the Ayin, not Al with the Aleph. Al with the Aleph would mean power. So Al with the Ayin means on, or it can mean above. So like on top of, or above, or on. Al Arat. Arat, the Aleph. Arat, we already know, means earth. Kan, you would know to be yes. Another term for it, another breakdown translation for it is so it is. So it means you are agreeing to something. You're saying yes. So when you say Al-Arat Khan, Al-Arat Khan, you're saying on earth, so it is. So Ya Ra'uka Asha, Al-Arat Khan, Ya, your will be done on earth, so it is. Ba, again the bait by itself, Ba Shamayim, in heaven. So Ya Ra'uka Asha, Al Aratz Khan Bashamayim, Ya, your will be done or accomplished on earth, so it is in heaven. Natan is the word for give or distribute. Natan Lanu can be for us or we, depending on the context of what you're writing or your sentence. So you may see in some cases going forward, you will see it as we. And then you will understand why it could not be us or why it could not be we. So let me show you an instance. Let's say we're reading this line in the English. Listen how this would sound if it was we instead of us. So Natan lanu ha yum at. Ha, the hey by itself means the. Yum, they already know that. At, Aleph and the Ta, covenant. That's why you see they call the Bible the Et Sefer, but it's really and truly the At Sefer. That's why I always say the At Sefer, which means covenant book. Sefer means book. So with the At before it means covenant book. So, Natan lanu hayum at, give/distribute us the day covenant. Now let's read it with the we. Give or distribute we the day covenant. So you see, it would make sense to us. So Natan lanu hayum at la. This is the lamad before laham. Laham ba, the bait by itself again, in ha, the hay by itself, the ha zarak. Laham ba ha za. And TZ, you mostly focus on the Z to get the pronunciation. Zarak. What is this line saying? Laham is the Arabic word for bread. The ba in ha, the zarak, need. So, Natan lanu hayum at laham bahazarak means distribute us the day covenant bread in the need. Because remember, Yahuwah says, take no thought for tomorrow. Tomorrow will provide for itself. So you need to focus on what you need for today. Focus on the necessities that is needed for today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Yahuwah will provide for you. So this is what he's saying. You don't need to say, oh, I need $10 million to stock up on food, or 15 million, or whatever the case may be. Yahuwah will provide to you day by day. He will give you all that you need day by day. You know why? Let's say Yahuwah was supposed to give you everything that you need. You would probably forget Yahuwah, that it is He who gave you all that you have. And you would probably think that it is by your own might or by your own power that has given you this. Remember, He says this in Deuteronomy 8. He says, least you forget when you get all these possessions and wealth and you get fat. He says, remember, least you forget that it was He, Yahuwah, that provided all these things for you. And we saw that happen in the past, where the children of Yasharal, they forgot that it was Yahuwah that gave them all these wealth, all these possessions. And they started to boast on themselves. So this is why Yahuwah will not give us all that we need. Look at it this way to help you better understand. If there is no crime in your life, I'm not talking in the world, in your life, there's no crime in your life, there's no trespasses, there's no snare, there is no hindrance, your health is always perfect, you always got food, you are always protected, everything is going smooth, everything is going perfect, you will no longer need to cry out as much as you do when you don't have it. You will cry out less. So this is why Yahuwah has us to focus on Him, because He wants us to know that I am your source every single day. Even when you're wealthy, even when you have riches, I am still your source. Not the work that you got, not the job that you got, not the possessions that you got is your source. Yahuwah is your source. Not the herbs that He has given us for medicines is our source for healing. Yahuwah is our source for healing. So this is why He says right here, Natan lanu hayum at, distribute us the day, which day? Today, covenant, laham bahazarak, bread in the need, the covenant bread, the covenant that He promised us, the bread that He promised us, that we will not beg, He will provide for us. So Natan lanu hayum at laham bahazarak, gives / distribute us the day covenant bread in the need. Moving on to the next line. We already know means and. Salah, remember this is WH. Even though you see C right here, this is how you write it, transliterate it. But you pronounce the H to H. So let's pretend that there was 2 H right here. So it'll be Salah, not Salak. Just like the word Ark. It's not Ark. It's Ahuti, not Akuti, or Kude, or anything like that. Because this is not a K. This is the K, the Kaf. This is what the K looks like. This is the K. This is a CH. This is the hot. Like when the pot is on fire and it's hot. That's the hot. So the proper pronunciation is Salah. It's like what Dahoud was saying in Psalms. When you see Sila in Psalms, he was really saying Salah, forgive. Because remember, there is no E in the Abri tongue, so it could not be Sila or Salah or C. They have another one. But it could not be Sila because there is no E in the Abri. So it'll be Salah. He's saying to forgive. because he lived a life of repentance and forgiveness. So that's what he was teaching us today. So U Salah Lanu La Hatenu. This is two different words, two separate words. La, this is the Lamed by itself, imaginary A. Lamed by itself means four. Four. La Hatenu. Hatenu. Hata. Hata. C-H-A-T-A. Hata means crimes. The yod and the noon again, the wa with it again, it makes it our. Just like Abinu, which means our father. So when you see the yod, the noon, and the wa on any word, on the ending of any word, it makes it our. So la hatenu means for our crimes. So right here you're saying, and forgive us for our crimes. Ki, see, right here means us. Now is. Ki lanu salah utham. This is an aleph. This is a wa. With the wa, when the wa is behind an aleph or an ayin, whichever a it is, it makes that a silent. If you notice right here, when the wa was behind the bait, you could pronounce it. Any other letter you can pronounce. It gives you a sound. If it was a kaf, it would be ku. But the aleph and the ayin, it makes them silent. It's just like the word ur. The word for light, ur. It's spelled A-U-R, but you pronounce it ur, because the wa makes the aleph silent. So ki lanu salah utam means as we forgive them. So let's say this was is, let's say this was us. Listen how this would read. This is why you got to focus on the context. This is what this Pala is teaching us as well. This is what the Abrit is teaching us as well, as a matter of fact. The Abrit is teaching us to focus on context, not one line, not one verse that a person says, or the scripture is saying, the Most High is saying. So listen to this. And forgive us, or forgive we for our crimes, is us forgive them. You see, that makes no sense. So, and forgive us for our crimes as we forgive them. See, makes more sense. The lamad by itself again, for means for. Hata, crimes. Im, this make it plural, so it's hata mean crime. This make it plural, so it's now crimes, the S on it. Come. This make it there. It's just like the wa and the nun when it says our or abi, the yod makes it my. This one makes it there. There. Or when you see the ka on the end and it makes it your, this one kam makes it there. So la hata im kam for their crimes. For their crimes. Quara against lanu us. So la ata income quara lanu for their crimes against us. See, you got the ayin again. This is the ayin, not the aleph, but you still got the wa, so it makes it silent, but you still got to write it though. So it's uparat, which means lead. Lanu us. The la, this is with an aleph though this time, not the lam, not the shepherd staff by itself, the lamad by itself. This is with the aleph. So it's la, which means not. Ta, this should not be here because it's one drawing words, so I'll focus on that. Ta, so this is spelled the ta, the ayin, and the hey. Ta'a, which means astray. So uparat lanu la ta'a, lead us not astray. Abal, this is imaginary. I don't remember if this is an ayin or an aleph. I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it should be an ayin though. But this means abal. This means but, or you can say u, which means and. Lead us not astray, but yasha, deliver or rescue. Or you can say redeem. Not S-A Lamad V-A-T-I-O-N. Not that word. Remember that word is derived from the demon, the mighty one. S-A Lamad U-S. So you can say rescue, deliver, redeem. So you can say lead us not astray, but rescue us from evil doing. Or you can say lead us not astray and rescue us from evil doing. Whichever feels more comfortable for you to remember or say. So do you want to say Abal, or you want to say Abal Yasha Lanu, or you want to say U Yasha Lanu? I love saying this. U Yasha Lanu. So Yasha is a word for deliverance or to deliver, rescue or redeem or redemption. This is the word that was placed on Yah, on Yah's name to make it Yahusha, which means Yah adds deliverance. Lanu again means us, ma, which means from. Rasha means evil doing with the ayin ending it. This is the imaginary a, so it's rashin ayin. It means evil doing. Evil doing. So let's read it again. Alright, let the camera focus. Alright. U parat lanu la ta'a. U yasha lanu ma rasha. Lead us not astray and rescue us from evil doing. Final few lines. La, lamed, but again, lamad by itself, not the lamed. Lamad by itself makes it 4. Malakutka or malautka, for your kingdom, shulat. Shulat. This is the shin, the wad, the lamad, imaginary a, and the ta. Shulat means reign. La malakutka shulat, for your kingdom reigns. Ha, this is the hay by itself. Ha, ka. Ka, this is another word for power. Ka. This is a kaf, the imaginary a, and the hat. So this is kaf, hat. Ha, ka. The power, u, and ha, de, kabad. We already know kabad, which means esteem. So, aka, u, ha, kabad. The power and the esteem. Ba, in, Hasham, the name. Ba, in the name. And you go to this line before you get to this. Ba, Hasham, al, which means on. Or you can say above. So above is a proper word to use so that you can fully understand to teach someone else. Alright, so at the end here it's Ba-ha-sham. Ba-ha-sham. So Ba-ha-sham. 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 Al, which means on or above. So in this case it will be above. Kal. Kal means all. Shamut, Sham, name. The wa and the ta makes it plural, so it'll be names. Bahasham al kal shamut, in the name above all names. Yahuwah, Yahusha, or you can say Yahuwah, who is Yahusha, Haman, so be it. So that's the Arbit Palal, Rak Yahuwah, Yahusha. Let the camera focus. So you just go through this video, go over it, practice wherever you gotta pause, write it down, listen to the pronunciation, practice it. Practice becomes perfect. You will not be able to grasp or catch all of this at once or in one day. Even if you do say in one day, you got to get up tomorrow, the next day, or probably the next week and try, and you will see that if you don't practice, it will slip from your mind. So you got to practice and make it come perfect. Put your heart in it and let the rule remind you, because the rule will remind you of the words. So let's go through it one last time, but this time more faster. Barak Yahuwah. Abinu ba Shamaim Kadash ki Shamka Malakutka Bua Ya Ra'uka Asha Al Aratz Khan Bashamayim Natan Lanu Hayum At Laham Ba Hazarak U Salah Lanu La Atenu Ki Lanu Salah Utam La Ataim Kam Kwara Lanu U Porat Lanu La Taha U Yasha Lanu Ma Rasha La Malakutka Shulat Haka U Hakabad Bahasham Al Kal Shamut Yahuwah Yahusha Aman Lahuya. So that's what you would say it in the Arabic tongue. Barak Yahuwah. So let's take your time, try to understand how each word is pronounced, which letter should not be there and which letter should be there. When I do the picto, you will see it in the picto form, so you'll see what A's is there, what A's are not there. But you need to understand the pronunciation first, so that as soon as you see the picto, if I should write the Aleph and the Yod, you can know exactly what that word is. Or if I should write the Kaf and the Yod, you know exactly that word is key and what it means. Alright, everyone? Barak Yahuwah. So just take your time, practice, and you will understand it. You will grow to love it. This is Yahuwah's language. This is our language. This is the tongue of creation, the most purest tongue, on the only purest tongue, as a matter of fact, the only purest tongue on the entire earth. Hallelujah. Barak Yahuwah. Shalom, shalom. I love you all, and enjoy. Barak Yahuwah.